As a nurse coach, I work with nurses that are going through the same kinds of things that I did all those years ago. I know how it feels and how to navigate the whole ups and downs of recovery. So I can guide the nurses that are new to the monitoring programs on what to expect and suggest different avenues to explore. For instance, maybe how in the beginning you may have to find a job other than nursing until you can get your nursing license back. I looked for jobs for quite a while, all different kinds of jobs, and I ended up working in a factory for a couple of months at the very beginning. But then I was able to transition to working as a medical assistant in a doctor's office. So those were stepping stones to getting my nursing license back, not necessarily negative things, although maybe they felt a little bit like that at the time. Look, nurses are really smart, but we're not good at taking care of ourselves. We're good at taking care of our patients, but not so much at ourselves. We pride ourselves on being able to go a whole 12-hour shift without a bathroom break. That is not a good thing, not something really we should be proud of. So encouraging nurses that are in recovery, particularly new to recovery, to take care of themselves is like the highest priority. Are they getting enough sleep? Are they showering? Are they eating a well-balanced diet? Are they active instead of just sitting at home and isolating, which can be so destructive? Wellness and lifestyle coaching is a big part of it. So have they been paying their bills? Are they, following up with their dentist and doctor checkups as they're supposed to? Are they cleaning the house? Those kind of self-care things are really important. But during a crisis, those things kind of get pushed aside. So a coach helps to pull all that back into focus while also guiding them through the recovery process. As a nurse coach, I don't have all the answers, but I have been through it and I understand. The emotions that accompany, particularly early in recovery, that guilt and shame and remorse that people have talked about already, it's a roller coaster ride. And it's different for everybody, but there are similarities that make being able to talk to somebody that's been through that same kind of process so important. I understand what it all entails. I've been through it. And more importantly, I've made it through to the other side. So I can be, a role model again in this sense to show them that recovery is possible. There is hope. Because if I can do it, quite honestly, anybody can do it. So that coaching and that kind of support and offering that hope can be invaluable. It's something that I needed way back then. And it's something that I can now be for others, which is really important to me. Go ahead, Stephen.
No, that was it. Finish up. Sorry
about that. I was just going to say the other thing I just wanted to touch on is that telehealth idea, or a virtual treatment program for healthcare professionals in particular, like offered by Veritas. As a nurse early in recovery, it was really hard to go to public AA meetings or NA meetings because I was worried about running into a patient or a patient's family member. I was fearful of that. So having that space for just healthcare professionals really helps to ease those fears and removes that issue at all, and removes it completely. It's also helpful to be in a group of healthcare professionals that understand that environment and what it's like to work in that field and talk about not just the substance use disorder and recovery, but that too, but also what it's like to work, especially in this pandemic, what it's like to work in that kind of an environment. And it's convenient. So, nurses who do 12-hour shifts can join those meetings from anywhere at any time. They can go on a break at work if need be, and they work that out with their manager beforehand and say, hey, I need an hour to do my IOP meeting. So it's really convenient also, which is a big help for a job that is very busy. And as I think it was maybe as Madeline said, nurses are being asked to do so much more and work more hours. And so this helps to make that a little bit more manageable as well. Really, I think is a valuable option for